Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 23rd. This week, we're going to jump right in here, Pisces, and we are going to see what is going on for you at this time. I'm using the 5 cent tarot if you're wondering what deck this is, but let's see here. Pisces, right off the bat, I feel that, like, right away, I feel you need to not second-guess yourself this week, just in general. I feel that there could be situations where it's like I feel like your gut instinct, that first, Pisces intuitive hit that you have is going to be the truth. So I would definitely make sure to trust your intuition, your instincts, all that other stuff this week, because I feel like your first instinct is going to be the correct instinct. But let's see here, Pisces, and let's dig into this and see what's going on for you. You start off with this Seeing Beyond card here. Again, I feel like this is good because, it's like this is a very Pisces card, I would say. I feel like you're seeing, what it means is that you're seeing beyond what most people are seeing at this time. And I feel like this card is, but I also feel like it's saying that there could be some doubts. So I would be very careful of any doubts or doubting yourself, because again, I put this card down and immediately my first gut instinct was that you are I feel like you have an intuition about something, and this could be something that's going to be profitable here, by the way. So for a lot of you, I feel this could have to do with your finances, like your job, your career, some sort of opportunity, right? And I feel like there's a need for you to just go for it and not second guess it. I almost feel like saying, don't look for answers, because it's like, I feel like this is something that can't be justified. This might not be making sense at this very moment, Pisces. I feel like some of you are scratching your head. I feel like as we go throughout this is going to make a lot more sense to you. But at the same time, again, I feel like it's something that just springs up. There could be an opportunity for you to travel and do some work, right, for your company or for your business. It's going to be something like that. I feel like the initial thought is, yes, do it. And I feel like that's the kind of the thought that you need to go with here. I feel like it's more of an intuition, Pisces. You have the Unknown, you have the Strength card, and you have the Lovers. Again, this is something that's going to require strength for you to do it. I do feel that, again, if you're getting an opportunity here, I'm just going to put it out there, Pisces. I feel this is coming in very clearly. I feel like some of you could have an opportunity here to travel, or you're getting an opportunity to travel. I feel like there could be some issues that pop up. I don't know if you're paying attention, right, to the things that are going on, like flights are getting delayed and they don't have enough people to handle flights and things like that. So I kind of get that, where it's like there are reasons for you maybe not to take advantage of an opportunity like this, but I would go for it, because there might be some annoyances. Strength, here's how I think about the Strength card. It's almost like a trial. It's like a card of doing something that, could be hard, right? But at the same time, it's a card of standing out. Normally, the lady has her hands in the lion's mouth on this card, and I always say, who in the right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? And the answer is nobody. So, it's like a card that can represent doing something difficult, but it's like you're going to stand out because of it. You have this Unknown card here. There are 4 or 5 oracle cards in this deck. This card here just says divine faith, so clearly I feel like you need to have faith for the obvious reasons. I also feel like this card is talking about curiosity. Again, there's this egg here. Eggs kind of represent potential, because it's we don't really know what's inside this egg, but I feel like if you crack it open, there could be something really good in there that you want. So I do feel for some of you, it's kind of like you're stepping into the unknown here, and with some sort of opportunity. You have the Lovers here as well. I do feel there could be love coming in for some of you, and I kind of see it more at the end. Could be an Earth sign. I'm pretty sure recently you've been getting Earth in your readings, so it wouldn't really surprise me if there was an Earth sign coming in for you. I almost feel like this is a choice for you, Pisces, where it's you need to kind of get working on something here. I feel like the universe is giving you a lot of chances, Pisces, and I just feel the best way I could say it is I feel like it's time for you to level up. I feel like I said this to you in the, end of the year, the rest of 2021 readings that I just recently did, where I kind of got this feeling, I get this feeling for you and for other people as well, that it's like the universe is like saying, okay, you've learned everything you can from the situation that you're in now. Like if you take a snapshot of your life as it is right now, I feel like you're getting ready to like go to the next snapshot, if that makes sense. It's like everything is static, everything is the same right now, but it's about to change. And so I feel like the universe is like kind of gearing you up for that. But I also feel like the universe could be applying pressure, like maybe, and what I mean by that, in the feeling that I get here is maybe there are certain things in your life that don't seem like they're going as well as you would like them to, like your business. Maybe you want it to go better. I feel like the universe is like saying, hey, we have been preparing you for something for a very long period of time. The Strength card is a card of like discipline, but it's kind of like a card of learning as well. So I feel like the universe is like saying, it's time to upgrade or do something new. It's time for the next stage. And same thing in love as well. It's like maybe you've been stuck in a certain situation of love. That could be maybe you've been stuck with no love. Maybe you've been stuck in a bad situation. Maybe you're in a positive relationship, but it's always a good thing to grow in the relationship. It's always good to take to the next level or to do something new, to keep it fresh, right? So, it's going to be different for all of you, but take how it resonates. I feel like you're going to the next snapshot. That's how I literally see it. I see like a picture over here and like a new picture over here. I feel like you're stepping into this new picture. You have this vulture spirit. This card says nothing is wasted. Again, vultures kind of remind me of like the 80-20 rule. Vultures, they soar around. They don't really flap their wings very much, right? And they're just looking for food. They are masters of like conservation of energy. I feel like there are like a lot of opportunities where you can get like the best bang for your buck right now, Pisces. And I would be taking advantage of those opportunities. What I would say here is the feeling that I get off of this is just busy work. I feel like prickly is the best way I could describe it. And, it's kind of like more of a feeling that I have. And it's a weird one, but what I would say here is I feel like sometimes us Pisces, maybe things aren't going so well in a certain area of our life, so we try to fix it. And so we like try a bunch of busy work. I feel like this is saying, no. There are like a few things that work very well, right? In your business, in your love life, in your health. Do those things. Make those things happen. And, and kind of, it might seem like you're coasting like a vulture, right? It might just seem like you're soaring. Nothing's really going up. Nothing's really going down. But I actually feel like you're making a lot more progress than you realize. You have the Judgment card, the Six of Pentacles, and the Universe here. This card says infinite growth at the top of it, Pisces. So clearly, and not only that, it says evolution on the card as well. That's exactly what I feel like is going on for you here, where it's like the universe is kind of pushing you to evolve something. Even here on this Judgment card, there are some caterpillars. I've been talking about this to you for, months. I remember months ago, I was telling you about caterpillar soup, right? It's like, caterpillar, before it turns into a butterfly, it's like in caterpillar soup. I feel like a lot of you could be like in that caterpillar soup type of situation here, where it's like, kind of gross, but it's like you're going through an awakening or some sort of change. You need to pay attention this week, Pisces, very, very closely. I just see you having some sort of like aha moment, right? Where it's like you know that there's something that you could be doing in your life. For a lot of you, this is very much a business reading. For a lot of you, I feel, Pisces, business, work, career. Even if you're retired, it could be like maybe you have like some sort of project that you want to work on. And I feel you're kind of feeling this as a kind of almost like a calling, right? And this is going to set you up for a long time. This is what I'm going to say. You have the King of Pentacles as your last card here. Damn. The King of Pentacles requires discipline and like work, but it is a card of kind of like building a legacy. Not only that, it's a card of being good at something. It's the card of It's a card of like what do they call it? Like acumen, right? They call it business acumen, but really it's a card of just being good at something. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you are discovering something that you're good at. And, especially in work or business, this is going to serve you very, very well. I also feel like there's a ridiculous amount of growth going on for you here with the Universe card. This is a very powerful reading, Pisces. In a lot of ways, I feel that this card here is saying that you're finally I feel like you're finally understanding how to catch waves. It's like you're finally understanding that life is, ups and downs, but if we can get better at kind of catching those waves, then we can set ourselves up for, for a very, very long period of time. Wouldn't really surprise me. In a lot of ways, I've talked about this a million times. You had Uranus in your second house, in Aries for a very long time. Probably the worst place for Uranus to be, just in general, in Aries, one of the worst places. And on top of that, in your second house, terrible. So, if it was in any other sign, it probably wouldn't have been as your financial life probably wouldn't have been as challenging over the last 8 to 10 years. It probably wouldn't. It probably would have been, still having those ups and downs, but it would have been a little bit more predictable. So, I feel that sometimes when we get that shake up financially, then when, Uranus is now in our third house in Taurus, it's basically like we will do anything we possibly can to set ourselves up so that it never happens again in our lives. So I see a lot of you kind of doing that financially here. I feel a lot of luck in this row as well. In your last row, you have this action card. It's kind of funny. You go from no action, the vulture, right? The vulture isn't necessarily taking action until he spots an opportunity. And so I feel like some of you, there is an opportunity that you are not going to let go of at this time. Both of these cards have these staghorn beetles on them here. You got this beetle here on the King of Pentacles, and then you have this beetle here on the Devil card. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's kind of like you're really going to be grabbing onto something and not letting it go is the way that I see this. And I feel like it's going to be good. For some of you, if this is in work or business, I do feel like something could be becoming like a little bit of an addiction. As long as you're balancing things out, I don't necessarily think this is, a bad thing, right? Especially if you're becoming, more obsessed with your purpose. Maybe you start living your purpose, whatever it is, right? Whatever you discover your purpose is. I kind of see this energy here, especially with the world. The world is a card of integration. It's like a card of, truly becoming something like deep down into the cells of your body and into your soul. For some of you, I feel like it is that intense. Like you are literally going to be embodying an energy here with this reading, with this last row. And this is something you've been working towards for a long time. And it's going to get you a lot of attention, strength, the world, Jupiter in your first house at the end of the year. I mean, it's all adding up, Pisces, is what I would say to you. But I feel like this is going to kind of bring a lot of harmony into your life as well. Sometimes I think when we integrate a belief into our lives, it's like we become immovable in a lot of ways, because it's like nothing can shake your belief, so nothing can stop you, right? And so for a lot of you, I feel that this is something that you're working on. For some of you, the belief that you're integrating is maybe you're starting a business where you're helping people do something. It's like I feel like you are becoming that thing. It's a much deeper than just it's like, to me there is like teaching people how to do something, and then there's inspiring people how to do something. And that's really what I see you doing here, Pisces. It makes perfect sense again with Jupiter and Pisces. And so I feel a lot of you, it's like you're not going to be, let's say you're starting a business, I feel like you're going to be inspiring a lot of people here to be successful. Same thing in love. You could be getting into a relationship that is inspiring people to get into more positive relationships. It's kind of like you're becoming the change is what I'd say. Damn, Pisces, is all I have to say about that. I feel like you are kind of like becoming the change that the world needs right now. I really get this sense of kind of motivation as well in this last row, Pisces, because it's like, I feel like you're starting to believe in yourself. You're like Neo in the Matrix, Pisces. You're starting to believe. That is very, very powerful. This is a super powerful reading, I would say, very deep. I like where this is going for sure. I do feel that the Devil could actually be a Capricorn coming in for some of you, or just someone who has a lot of Capricorn in their chart. It could also be just an earth sign in general. So if you're looking for love, I do feel that there could be a love coming in for you here, and something long term. Again, King of Pentacles is permanent. So for a lot of you, this could be a good love connection. We're going to clarify this now with the 7th sphere Lenormand. So let's see here. Between the Unknown and the Judgment card, you have the Queen of Clubs. This is a card of seduction. It's called the snake. I feel like for some of you, it's like you're, I feel that whatever this is probably going to consume you, right? And I know that sounds scary, but I don't think it's a bad thing. That's why I'm hesitating, because it's like sometimes I think we can get obsessed with something that is toxic, of course, but it's like whatever you're getting obsessed with here, I feel like it improves your health, wealth, and happiness, right? So it's like maybe you're, embracing a new belief. But I feel like it helps kind of like all three things, if that makes sense. I do feel like you're a little like hesitant, here with the snake card. You're like, am I falling into something again, is the words that are popping into my head. So it's like, let's say you meet a new person in love. I feel like you could be falling in love, but you're like saying to yourself, am I, just falling into my old pattern of, obsession or seduction or whatever. I mean, I do feel like us Pisces, we do get easily seduced in relationships, probably because we enjoy the fantasy. We want to, be in the fantasy and all those other things. So, but the good news is again, I feel like you're being careful of it, so wouldn't really worry about it. Between the Strength card and the Six of Pentacles, you have the Scythe. Yes, like I said at the beginning of the reading, just intuitively, this is a card of cutting things out. Intuitively, I feel like it's going to be very and very important for you to cut things out that just don't, that are a waste of time, plain and simple, with that vulture spirit. This could be people you spend time with. It could be, things that you're working on in your business that are just a waste of time. It's going to be really important for you to focus on the things that create progress, right? It's like we all do this, where it's like I feel like we all do things where we could be working on our business, and then maybe we're like, we hesitate, we procrastinate, then we're like, but I got to do the dishes first, or, I got to walk the dog first, and all this other stuff, right? It's like we put things off. I feel like this is saying that it's going to be very important for you to not put things off at this time. Between the Lovers and the Universe, you have the Tower. The Tower in the Lenormand isn't like the Tower in the Tarot. The Tower in the Lenormand is actually like a card of clarity, but it's more like seeing something, as in, maybe you haven't been clear on a goal that you want to work towards. The Tower is kind of like that goal. It's like that, seeing what you need to do, basically, seeing the path, seeing the thing that you need to work towards. And I do feel like some of you are kind of seeing that. Between the Judgment card and the King of Pentacles, you have the Garden. Love it. The Garden is a card of harvest. Clearly, there's a harvest coming in for you here. I feel like you're setting yourself up for like generations, literally. So that wouldn't really surprise me if you were kind of working on your income. If you weren't, it wouldn't surprise me if you were working on saving money or investing money, or any of those things would be really good with that energy. Between the Six of Pentacles and the Devil, you have the Nine of Diamonds. The Nine of Diamonds is called the Coffin. You are inside the coffin. The coffin door is always closed on the Nine of Diamonds. It is time for you to undergo a transformation. And again, like we've talked about this, you are evolving at this time. I just feel like you're evolving here in a lot of ways. And even this Devil card is perfect. It's like the grubs for this beetle are on the beetle's back. But it's the beetle. Like, I feel like you've been the grub, you've been the caterpillar, and now you're turning into the beetle or the butterfly. Pick your poison, whatever you rather be. I'd rather be a beetle, personally, but if you want to be a butterfly, go for it. Pisces is what I would say there. And, I feel like for some of you, it's like you're transforming into what you've been working towards for a very long period of time. Between the Universe and the World, you have the Tree and the Key. The Key is material success on the horizon. The Tree is something permanent. The tree kind of represents a family tree. So if you're hoping to have a family, or if you're hoping to, create a family or anything like that, really good for, family, creating a family, all that other stuff. It is a card of like building a family for a long term. But the Key kind of says you have all the keys necessary to open the doors that you want to open in your life at this time. So definitely time to get started. Your top row outcome is the Ten of Hearts. Ten of Hearts is called the Dog. So again, if you're worried about this person that could be coming in love for some of you, Ten of Hearts, the Dog, is a card of loyalty. It is a card of someone who will be loyal to you. And, it's like a very good card. It's kind of like the Ten of Cups, happy home, happy family. So very good for love. It's also a card of fortune after difficulty. So it can just represent improvements. Middle row here, you have the stork. The stork is a card of pregnancy. If you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful for sure. It is also a card of rebirth. And you have the judgment card here. So the energy is very similar to judgment. And your outcome is the star. Total turnaround. Damn, Pisces. This is a good reading. I feel like things are looking up for you in a lot of ways. This is a super deep reading as well. Because again, I think the most important thing here is like you're becoming something, but it's like deep down, like you're literally the cells of your body I feel like are kind of becoming something. It's like the living truth, It's like there are people who, like I said, I kind of have that story popping around in my head. It's like there are people who teach things. I'm not saying you're teaching anything, Pisces, but this is the best way I can verbalize the message. It's like there are people who teach things, and then there are people who like are the thing. I feel like you are becoming whatever it is that you are. It's like you're becoming yourself, but it's like, maybe you want to start a business. It's like you are becoming the business. It's like, it's like much deeper process, a much deeper thing going on here. Really powerful. I love this. So thank you for watching, Pisces. Looks like a great week. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising, but thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.